be calling you a radical, so we got some good news. Status King Cuomo and Trump that want to be fucking think they're mobsters in New York, the Blue ISIS, the police unions, which is nothing but an organized crime, and the nuclear energy. I'll never forget it. I'm coming from Italy. I'm in the airport. Same day I rode with Donovan Mitchell here. I come home 2017. I'm making an exchange in JFK, blown away. What else do I have to say? To go to Salt Lake, going through customs. And you know how insane that is. And there's a cop. New York City, I got my San Onofre shirt on. Oh, God, we can't let San Onofre shut down, he says to me. And I says, what are you talking about? They've been shut down for years. We got them shut down in 2013. Oh, we got to get them. Whoa, that's too bad. I said, what do you mean it's too fucking bad? Yeah, I said, what the fuck you talking about? You know, Status King Cuomo, fucking, that piece of dog shit is not happy right now. So, as you know, more Kevin Blanch's activists all over the world. As you know, I did those videos immediately when and I usually support her. I like her a lot, the AG in New York. And she filed to block the Holtec going in and on the shutdown of Indian Point. By the way, I protested so many times out there, and I protested a lot of nuke reactors around the world. That one always scares me more than anything. Ask somebody that's been with me. Fuck, they know I'm there before I'm there. I get out, fuck, they got guns on me. They're fucking all over me. That fucking place is so corrupt and so evil. So as you know, I've been going to the New York AG and say, listen, you're on the wrong side on this case. Drop it. Drop it. We've kicked this can for fucking 30, 40, by law. By law, it was supposed to be in Yucca Mountain. We're paying a fine as taxpayers. Granted, I'm not a fan of Holtecs, but like they say, Kevin, the tax, and you'd think they'd send me a fucking check to consult for the fucking pieces of shit. They proved that we could do it. Look how fast they got it into the fucking canisters at San Onofre. By the way, the shutdown is my top 5 most dangerous nuclear reactors on the face of the earth. Number 1. This goes clear back into the 80s when I developed my list. San Onofre. The shutdown of San Onofre grassroots is the most historic grassroots activist feat in probably human history. Kick down that. Number 2, Diablo Canyon. Of course, number 3, Fukushima, Japan. I was right on that one, wasn't I? Number 4, Indian Point, New York. And number 5, Oyster Creek, New Jersey. They're all shut down. All of them. Fukushima by default. We're in Fukushima denial. Indian Point is one of the greatest evil disasters. Poison in the fucking Hudson. Status King Cuomo just robbed $7.6 billion for you up there at 9 Mile fucking Island, 3 times worse than 3 Mile Island. You know, they went broke. They were done. They closed. Exxon swoops them up for pennies on the dollar, and Trump hands them, his identical twin, Cuomo hands them $7.6 billion. Bank bailout on chemo. Bernie Madoff fucking Jr. By the way, don't put up any videos about Madoff and his clan that empowered him. Oh, YouTube won't let him up. I've tried twice now. I've done videos about his clan that empowered him and who fucking kept perpetuating his fuck. By the way, his son died of the exact same disease as I have. Yeah, 2014 he got it. I got it 2011. Really rare AML de novo. That's what he had. By the way, his wife still lives in luxury. Oh God, she's down to her last $3.5 million fucking penthouse. Fuck it. In the movie portrays like she's going door to door. Fuck, what a crock of shit. There's plenty of family members that fucking got away with lots of fucking, including her. I mean, she's living the fuck. I mean, go talk to one of the 20 million homeless people that are in this fucking country. Maybe 30. So, she's backed off on a lawsuit against Holtec. I've been going to them, as you know. I think she just didn't know the dynamic of the nightmare. The American taxpayer, fuck, look, you can't even have a conversation with them about Fukushima. Dead typos, they don't give a fuck. They're willing to die for their own fucking comfortability, fucking weakling cowardice. They're too weak to handle fucking Fukushima. They're willing to, well, let's go ahead and die. I wouldn't have believed this till I got cancer. I thought everybody fought. I realized that fighting for your life with leukemia is, especially in adults. Now our little angel, she's got her first rounds of chemo today. She'll be 5 at primaries. Whew. Good doctor. A good doctor caught it early, thank God, at the Ogden Clinic. Thank God. Thank God for him. So I thought children fight. Oh, they fight. But look what we've done to them. Places like Indian Point's what gives them the cancer. Nuclear fallout, that's what's killing. I mean, ravishing. People don't care, and it don't give a fuck about your religious dogma, you know, who you are, fucking, it doesn't care about your race. It doesn't give a fuck about your socioeconomic background. By the way, homeless people do better than fucking oligarchs with leukemia. Oh, the elites, they got a pill. And why didn't Paul Allen fucking take it? That fucking piece of dog shit. He's in hell. Yeah, Maxwell's fucking save the oceans. Everybody's busy looting and robbing and thieving the government dime and fucking each other. Billionaire socialists to the left. Indentured fucking slave fucking working 3 job. By the way, this is important. I'm going to start a whole YouTube site tomorrow. And with short, because Google's doing these shorts now to try to compete with TikTok. I want every single person who's fighting cancer who did not get a stimulus check, not one penny, to post and tell their story about their cancer. I was a millionaire when I got cancer. I was uninsured. But by the way, I got to tell you this story. It made my whole fucking day. So frustrated. I got really one of the best calls I've ever had in my life today. I was really frustrated, you know. I've been really bummed out. Guy from North Carolina called me. And he says, I watch your stucco videos, your stuccodamage.com, which is all free donations. And I was watching your EFS. I got EFS on my house. She convinced me to tear it off, blah, blah, blah. And I looked and I didn't notice. You're an AML leukemia survivor. He says, I'm an AML leukemia survivor from way back, clear back in 1989. So he called me and we discussed it. And he says, I was one of the original groups at MD Anderson back in 89. I said, did you know that's the study that I found on the internet? The only study I could find. There was a study with a small subset. And he says, yeah, I was with the first group that this doctor experimented. And he says, you know, I didn't have a bone marrow transplant. No. So the study that I found when I was diagnosed myself, that's the study. I think it only had 25 people in it, and I think there were 7 survivors, and I think 1 or 2 without a bone marrow transplant. I've ML de novo, survived that without a bone marrow transplant. You know. So we had a great talk, really fantastic talk. You know, it's funny because he says, your stucco damage, that video, I says, you know that video, it's got 60, 70,000 views. It was right before I got cancer. Do you know that guy stiffed me? I saved his house and insult to injury. And while I'm fighting for my life with cancer, somebody turned him on to me and he sent me a Facebook page. Didn't realize I was the same guy. Insult to injury. It's just fire. It's just the will. It's just YouTube. I'm very tactical. Thank you to the AG in New York. She's my favorite. She's the greatest. She doesn't fuck around. She's like me. She's intense. She fights back. I've been a big fan of hers. The next step, I'm going to start, working with them, and I'm going to send this directly to them. Remember, I did a video the second, right as she filed the suit, said, no, you're on the wrong side in this one. You're on the wrong side. Well, I'm not a huge fan of Holtec's, but, You got to give it to him, like they say, Kevin. Mary Poppins refuses to deal with this. I says, fuck, tell me. By the way, you'd think they'd send me a check. Poverty. Kevin Blanch, the most accomplished activist maybe in history. Oh boy. Take your Black Lives Matter, your fucking Proud Boys, and all your money that you raise, stick it in your fucking ass, as far as I'm concerned. So, I want to make this so I can send it, and I want people to know a lot of my videos are very direct and concise, sometimes to an audience of one. I'm glad that I have my group, my small army out there, that have really gotten educated. There's a group out there that really knows their shit, you know, our post-ignorance army. And, you know, so this is a very tactical video for the AG's office in New York. Next move is we need to investigate this $7.6 billion. It was never by the taxpayer. I was involved with the group that went door to door in New York City my daughter, she's like, well, I remember when you had people signing up here. And it said for wind and solar. I signed up. I was winning, and they stole the money. She says, yeah. The city that never sleeps. It's a loot job. The taxpayer, they got defrauded. Nuclear energy is not renewable. It's the opposite of renewable. And by the way, that Saga, who's a piece of shit like wantABE, is showing up to meet with Biden just like he did, you know, first foreign diplomat in the White House. Japanese PM again, just like it was Trump. Trump met with wantABE 18 fucking times, just like fucking Obama. It's all the Fukushima cover-up. It's not coincidence. Well, I know. Fuck, I know. So this YouTube site and these videos are at a very, very high level. And so this will be going directly to New York AG. I remember I did those videos right there, and thank you. Thank you. You know, Holtec can get to work, and, you know, I'll give it to Holtec. You know, say whatever you want about the dickheads. You know, they just use me. Everybody uses me. I remember, what's his name? I walked in for Holtec, San Luis Obispo. Oh, it's the activists. And I remember him talking to me. He says, well, Kevin, you know, your opinion means a lot to us. And we need the community, and you're the guy. You're the expert on the anti-nuclear movement. And I says, yeah. You know, just like the Holtec with the canister sliding down. I was the keynote fucking up there on the Austin fucking hearing. I was the first one up. That was a ruse. There was no fucking accident at San Opry. They told us it would take fucking 30 years to decommission San Onofre. And by the way, Mike and Gary and Maria fucking made $5 million off my black. They got whistleblower fees, and it was me and the inside workers inside San Onofre that shut down. We're the whistleblowers. And California's whistleblowers laws, we got nothing. I got a bill for $1.8 million. Is what I got. We're the ones that did the work. I'm like, not only did they come in under budget by tens of millions of dollars, they did it in, 5 years? And that's with that bullshit delay when Chuck and Nina rolled in and tried to delay it. We know who funds them. By the way, do not give Dolly Parton a mastectomy in San Diego. Leave her there. Leave her there. Leave it. I mean, leave these monuments to our ignorance there for future generations. See, look at these stupid fuckers build. Because when you tear them down, you rebuild. You don't need to tear them down. You know, we got to take the spent fuel pools, get it in the canisters, and, you know, Texas, Rick Perry says it's sexy, put it on that pad. I still say shoot it into space. Get it off our place. We could do it, but we have to try. And the Fukushima disaster, should have been the fucking end. So, and I want to say this is important. To the workers that are decommissioning all these. We had 104 nuclear reactors. Kevin Blanch and his post-ignorance army got really serious. I ain't going to quit you. Well, we're down to 64 and counting. The top 5 most dangerous nuclear reactors in the world on my list, all 5 closed. You know, I've got Turkey Point up there and Miami-Dade way up there on the list. Now, of course, Diablo. I mean, that should have been shut down yesterday. It's slated to shut down next year, but it needs to shut down now. Thank you to Mothers for Peace, who've battled them for years. Thank you to up there in Pilgrim, those activists who fought their ass off for years. Thank you to the ones that fought Yankee for years. There's a lot of, good grassrooters who fought their ass off. Thank you, Gary Hedrick, Donnie Young, Donnie Gilmore, Ace Hoffman, Gene Stone, all the activists, Abalone Coalition, Jane Swanson, Linda, thank you, Swanee, the monk. I love that dude, by the way. He's the shit. God, he looks like he's about 30, doesn't he? You know how old he is? God, I love that guy. The work that we've done at Diablo. I get no credit. I get by with a little help from my friends. Thank you to the AG in New York. I'm a big fan of hers. But next step, we got to take this $7.6 billion on. Here in Utah, fuck, don't even get me going, this corruption. Where's the FBI? This new scale sham. Fucking Idaho National Lab, the fucking, fuck this new scale scam here. By the way, I think if she was the AG in Utah, there'd be about fucking 40 fucking people in prison here. Same if we had the AG. Thank you to the AG in Ohio. Who killed him, by the way? Found him dead in Florida. Was he talking or did he kill himself? So, don't talk about the Madoff clan who empowered him. I worked on Wall Street those days. I was a derivative arbitrage specialist. We all knew that he was a fucking liar. And don't do a video about his clan that empowered him and everybody that turned the other cheek as long as they were getting their return. By the way, it's bullshit. Madoff's fucking wife lives in poverty. She lives in a $3.5 million fucking really fucking nice place in Manhattan. Never worked a day in her fucking life, So, boo-hoo bullshit. It's all bullshit. Go tell that to the fucking, it's what these fucking wealthy fuckers, when they start crying, their fucking poverty's enough to make you fucking sick. I'll show you poverty. Oh, you live what I've lived on the last fucking 10 years. Blow your fucking mind, fighting fucking cancer, kicked off Medicaid. Fight is the life. So, big deal in New York. It's a big step. Indian Point going down is fucking so monumental. I never thought it would happen. I battled them fuckheads for you. Thank you to the grassrooters that fought Indian Point, Thank you to all. I was looking at some old videos that Eric Oppenheim had put up 7 years ago. Some grassrooters doing rallies against Indian Point. I fought those fuckers so long. All of them. We're getting there. Of course, Fukushima, what that fucker's done. And the denial. The internet kettling of Kevin Blanch, the hiring troll. There's the fucking suit. If I had an AG like her in Utah, fuck, what they've done to me. I'm in critical condition. I was the whole time. Full of ammo, chest split open, heart surgery, attacking me and trolling me like that when I'm in fucking critical condition. The Nuclear Energy Crime Syndicate. For Kevin reached into the fucking bag and he slung the stone. So, Holtec, keep going. Keep going. People can get fucking pissed at you, but I support you. As the activist. I'm the activist with answers. I'm not an obstructionist. Get this fucking shit done. There's no good answers. The best of the worst fucking options. So, keep going. Thank you to the AG in New York. Fucking, that bailout they proposed it fucking, oh God. There's a new bailout on Byron in Illinois. Fuck, they'll be going to your Fed bailout, international bailout, fucking Westinghouse, Toshiba bailed out, GE backdoor fucking bailed out, state bailout, Status King Cuomo bailout. Gonna have a bake sale at your local fucking PTA. TikTok, Diablo Canyon. Let's get that fucker shut. Let's get that fucker shut yesterday. Thank you, fucking the AG in New York. Stay tuned.